Welcome to CathyDSlaught's SRC4u Zoom call for April 26, 2022. We're here on Cathy's website, CathyDSlaght.com. We're going to scroll down and look for this Zoom banner. If you would like more information on the SRC4u software, or if you'd like to purchase the software, you can contact Cathy directly. Now, if you're not sure you want to purchase the software, you can come on over to the SRC4u Daily Energy Clearing Group and join Cathy's group, which she also uses in her demonstration of the SRC4u software. Your name is never seen or mentioned or anything like that. It's just you're part of the group, her client group. And for YouTube, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Let's proceed on over to the Zoom call. You click here. The call will be live and it will be loud when we go in. So you may want to lower the volume on your speakers. One moment, please.
So it is 10 o'clock. Hi, everybody. This is really exciting. We are still running. We have scanned. We're still being lovable, thriving, and holding images of the work already done. And as we know, we get to a chance to maybe go a little deeper, and that's what we're going to do with a few things the rest of the week. Now, I can't have Zoom on Thursday. I'm at the doctor with my daughter, but it'd be kind of interesting. I want to run some things by you. Let's look first of all at where we are now, and and I want to show you this. I read something yesterday about the destruction of food processing plants. We don't know if there's accidents. Quantum says there are no accidents, but something has been going on which could have some negative impact. So I went in here. Would it be beneficial to clear the destruction of food processing plants through the timeline? And it's a 98%. So we're going to put our energy into that. But let's just go and look. We'll do that in a minute. So the SRC is taking care of it. Yeah, there has been, and we don't know, like all things, is it good or is it bad? If some things have been going on at those plants that's not optimal, I don't know. But nevertheless, we do test at a 98% to do some timeline work. And we are doing a little other interesting timeline work since you guys remind me to do it. It's getting popular with me, stress related to nerval. Okay, so again, and the Gong, I started it again, so it's still going, all these things related to the liver. So I'm under, let's go in here and see if we want to balance the nervous system. Let's see, first of all, with yes therapy. Or the recharger. And this again, let's just see where we are. And by the way, we did not want to discarnate. Okay, yeah, we're taking. That's funny. Just when I get ready to say we've remembered how to balance ourselves, then it comes up and says, yes, please. Let's do this. So let's go in here. $13. And heal fires. This stomach, not chakra, but meridian. I'm going to show you some things to think about there. Nervous system, spleen, very ignored organ for most of us. Again, we're looking good. SRC's taken care of. Pericardium. which comes up almost every time. And these numbers are coming down though. This one, as we all know, the power of the word, and I call complaining the kiss of death, but that's my opinion. Let's look at stress related. It's such a negative force that we might even want to step away from others who are complaining. Let's take that down. Temperate. Words to ponder. Leave loved ones always with loving words. It may be the last time you see them. That's not too cheerful. Difficulty concentrating. We've talked about this quite a bit. This little cycle thing might help with that. That is quite a stress. Just look in here and see what we want for the Pro Tools. Let's just put that in the acupuncture and see if we get any more information. Put in here. Hey, look at all this stress related to this. It is all subtle. It's coming from the etheric field, but it's quite a bit of information. And then we've got some acupoints. We've got some herbs. This acupuncture program, we're going to take 16 hours. So it may be some of this information later we're going to look at with our timing might help that. I do not know. Let's just put that in there. Okay, I still say, 100% of us have some kind of an addiction. I believe the majority, it's addiction to our present circumstances and addiction to our present reality. I don't know if that's exactly right or not.
Yeah, especially what we're going through right now.
If we don't have the understanding, look at that. Look at how pertinent that is to what we're talking about. Yeah, a lot of stress there. I'm going to have to do a little further on that. Let's douse it down for this period. Let's see if our next focus, we probably have this week to get through what we're doing now, but let's see if our next focus should be addiction. No? I'm looking at this false memory. May not be it either. Well, we actually want to look at that. So I don't know if anybody knows anything about false memory, let me know. But so what we've got here, just a couple of things. We don't need to go over all of it. But I did write faulty towers. Where'd that come from? Well, I guess I was looking at the Juice Plus Tower's faulty memory. So anybody has any knowledge about that? It's fascinating. Oh, there it is.
Faulty Towers was the name of that
That's
show.
right. Now I remember. I wondered. Okay. And then I'm going to send this out. As you do this work, so often stomach meridian imbalance shows up. And when you start working with individuals and you see these meridians, this is so subtle. But when you see something repeatedly, you might want to Google it and learn a little bit more about what it leads to. Look at, for example, when a person, this comes up all the time, the stomach meridian imbalance. Look at all these anxieties and doubts and even suicidal tendencies related to that flow of ideas. And then there's some things you could even put in the mediator. I'll just send this and see who wants to work with it, but they may not be holding their nourishment, digesting ideas. They may be filled with dread, have a fear of the new, unable to assimilate it. There's that nervous system again, vaporized death wishes, clear overimportance of self, clear egotistic, clear despair, clear feeling stifled. You might have even a few more things that you want to add, but yeah, you'll see very often you're getting a strong hint from the Chinese part of our software when it talks about these meridians. So this was from a John Rappaport, and he's talking about the possibility of food shortages. And he said that will probably get our attention as compared to other things. For example, this is true. We actually have discovered they have been giving without parental permission puberty blockers to certain students. We're talking some strange things here. Anyway, not to dwell on it, here are some, let me see if I can move some of this. There. This, Ron sent a great effort. No, maybe this one didn't come from Ron. The next one did. This is a court of atonement. And it's, I thought, this sounds so good. I want to see if there's a code. So I placed each and every level of my consciousness that just said no into a full court of atonement. I asked to resolve any and all reasons I just said no at their points of origin. I asked for amenable dissolution of this energy. I forbid this energy any further access to my body, my energy field, or my timeline. Now let's just...
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I do too. And I don't see any harm in seeing how we resonate with it at this moment in time. Here is what Ron sent, and so this is the wonderful thing about our platform is we can make a cocktail. This is Trust the Guidance of Love, and it's a lovely cocktail. And so let's just see if we want it.
I could certainly use it.
Me too, and I think let's just see if we want it as we don't want it as a group. This is kind of interesting. I've been testing prior to Chi to send some SRC energy to planet Earth, etc. And Planet Earth wanted it yesterday. Let's see now. But see, we may not need this at this moment in time, but I loved it, loved the verbiage. Yeah, look at that, Planet Earth, 98% benefit. So, there's something to play around with. And then this, I just pulled this up. I haven't had a chance to look at it. It's a 7-hour documentary on the secret of everything. So, and then one new code, expand consciousness. We're looking pretty good there. And I just wanted you to see that yesterday I didn't do the dispenser while we were together, but when I did, we wanted 26 hours related to this stress related to self-trust. And here's what we're curse correction. I still say curse correction. A lot of it is being taught the wrong things and downloading wrong information. But anyway, with that in mind, here we are still, this dark night of the soul thing we're wanting. If this comes lower than 50 at this point, I'm going to stop running it. Yeah, good. All right. Yay. Stop for a while. And then this to me is extremely interesting. The battle we've had, increased vibrational level, a pro. We're still not past 9. We're still not, well, here we are. This is our first resonance. All right. 9 minutes. So we're ready to go down to a level 8. But it just goes to show you, we are still running with that dispenser, as you can see. Here's our yes therapy. This was Planet Earth, and I went ahead and put in food shortages to clear. Let's see where we are. Yep, 100%. So we can go ahead and turn that off. The old philosophy, what does it hurt? What could it possibly hurt to look at these things? And so with that in mind, I have been reading this little book on self-mastery. And I just want to share a little information. It is rather strange, and I have some thoughts on it, though, because what they say is we have to understand it's not about our luck, it's our timing, and that there's natural law that governs this timing, and there's certain elite groups, I don't mean elite in a bad way, there's certain esoteric groups that understood this and lived by it, and it's rather interesting. So just a few codes, I'll probably be adding some others: benefit others, ascend, self-mastery, harmonious cooperation with the cosmic life. And then there are several time cycles. One is this daily time cycle. I'll send this out, but my goodness, this is complicated, I'm going to tell you. And I remember it brought back a memory years ago. I knew a lady that she had lived with a guy that had done a lot of spiritual work. He passed on. His spiritual work was related to something he called rays. It was the 7 rays. She would spend a great deal of time every day organizing her next day by these rays. And I looked at that and thought, this is complicated. I'll show you why. This is the chart. E and F are said to be the best energies. So, for example, we as a group, our best energies were at midnight last night, midnight to about 3 a.m. I don't know if we were acting on them or not. That was this morning for us. Yesterday, our best energies were at the end of the day, so see that carried on, but it changes each day. So what they teach, for example, let's say someone comes to you today with a business opportunity, you would actually look and see which one of these, I don't know that I want to spend my time dealing with it, but I did put the information here for you so you can make your own decisions. But you do know people. I know people, for example, that have such misfortune with hiring people. Well, there are times in here that they say don't do that. There are times they say don't take a trip, don't invest in this or that. It's thought provoking, but many of the groups really did work on that, and they planned their days out every day, and they really had quite a bit of prosperity from it. So that's for you to do as you wish to do or study it more. But then the self-mastery cycle, I have some thoughts on. I want to share. This is mine. What you do is you take your birthday, and 52 days from your birthday, that's your first cycle, and then you can just go into Google and put like 52 days from, and get your days. But for example, this period right after your birthday, the cosmic vibrations are very powerful and positive, and this is the time to advance your interest. This is the time to ask for things, to seek recognition. Now, this book, this was written like in the 1920s, so they even mention it's a good time to buy cattle. I didn't add that kind of thing, but it's really good, this 52 days after the birth date. And then you go into the second again. You've got some information here. I'm not going to read it all to you, but for example, says don't look to make anything permanent out of anything you change in this period. For example, if you've already put a move in process and you're, say, closing on the house or the lease, fine, but do not buy or start a new effort. It's kind of like almost Mercury retrograde. And it goes on, it gives you the information. And I'm not going to read all this to you. You can read it for yourself, but I had a thought that each person could and I'm going to ask Joanne, I don't know if she often has this kind of information. If I can find out the day the energy group was started, then I can do that kind of thing for this. But they say if you are going to do this for a business, you have to know exactly when it started. They're very fussy about this stuff. But it'd be interesting. So what I'm wanting to talk about next, probably tomorrow and Friday, is could we write some decrees? And if so, what's involved in decrees? You can see again, this period before your birthday, you might as well just take a long nap. It's a very disruptive period, and apparently because it's clearing out for a very powerful cycle to come, you're getting ready to reconstruct, but you may be a little bit frustrated. You don't want to be impulsive. So it's just interesting. I don't know what y'all think of this, if it's something you personally want to work with, but I think there's something to it. And so that's what we're going to go into the next couple of days, is maybe how to write some decrees for these different periods. And then those of you who have the mastery, you can take that and put it in there for 52 days and run your decree while you're also, consciously making some effort. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I love it.
I think it really has promise. There's, I still remember when Dr. Percy looked at this SRC and said, this is a platform for anything you could ever want to do. Well, oops, did we stop? Oh, guess what? We just stopped. So let's just real quickly, I think I'd like to pull up a totally fresh one. I'm not going to go far with this because I'm trying to keep the calls to 30 minutes. I'll show you also this primary situation list. Anybody that wants this, where'd it go? Let me know. But this is just something I was playing around with the other day. This is where we're getting our primary situation at this time.
looks like I need that, Kathy, because
Oh, okay.
I've got one, but it's only got 17 items.
I got a little carried away with it, so you may want to remove some things, but I'll definitely send it. All right. So this is our primary situation at this point. Reach goals, and we've had that before. So that now you know that's where it's coming from. That's where we're getting this stuff. Oh, I put the wrong one. How did that happen? Now that's weird. We want I am crowned by the Most High, obviously, along with reach. Look at that. That's very interesting. There we go. So let's do our, now we've already checked to see if we wanted any clearing relative to negative energy, or if we wanted the startup scan. We didn't. So let's just do a wonder click and see what comes out.
I want number 19.
What's number 19?
I am healthy, strong, youthful, and energetic.
Oh, you're looking at the list? I love it. I love it. Look, it's our top focus at this moment in time is the thyroid. Let's just look real quick. And I think the P4 is general health. That's interesting. Let's look. I think we're looking pretty good. All intestine, veins, artery. It's kind of. There's that gallbladder meridians, which sometimes indicates etheric implants, if there even is such a thing. Let's look at this.
That comes up often too.
It really does, yeah. It really does. Be interesting to look into that more, like we did the stomach meridian, and take that down a little bit. Nope, nope. So that is whatever that's about. It does come up all the time. This is, I still think this is our own self, talking to ourselves and being hard on ourselves, but down that a little bit. Just see. Golden mesh is said, I learned about this from Karen Webb. We're not looking at that today. We do want the field generator. I'm going to have to scan later to see what we want. But the golden mesh, they say, makes you invisible to your anything negative. And every now and then we want our field to be the golden mesh, but not today. Again, this is all etheric, and can even be proactive. Okay, well, we've got some stress there, so that might be another focus down the road on an etheric level. Oh, nice fresh Gong. Let's just look at a couple of things that just come up off the surface. And this could even be someone heard about this type of thing. I mean, it's not a diagnosis. Yes, therapy. Okay, so that's on 69. That's almost 70. Let's just do it. And obviously, we're not saying this is the only thing you would do with that kind of concern, but let's do. Let's get some information. Just 45 minutes. Anyway, we have a lot here since we're starting fresh. Let's just look one last thing at some point. We probably have to go deeper with. And that's pretty much coming under control. So that probably, since we're going to be, and no telling now how long this will go. Let's let it go, and I'll let you know tomorrow what we want with the field generator. But that's it for today.
Good.
So that's it for now.
Thanks,
Great.
Cathy.
Thank you, Cathy.
Thanks a lot, you guys. See you tomorrow.
Have a great day.
This concludes the SRC4u Zoom call. Thank you for participating. We look forward to seeing you again. Till then, take care and be well.